pretty cool cart of stuff going here so far in the Sabian warehouse. Mark helped us select a bunch of cool things. The first thing is this 24-inch ride. It's a HH hammered thing. Tell me about it.
Yep. This is actually a very light version of probably a Manhattan ride would be the closest thing. It's hand hammered, but it's got the raw bell. It's a unique lathing. It's very open, flexible, great sounding cymbal.
Yeah, Zeller and I were playing on it, and the cool thing about it is crashing on it. It's not stiff like you'd expect a heavy 24-inch to be. It feels like playing a 16-inch thin crash. Very buttery. It's got a lot of complexity and texture riding on it. And the bell is really different from the texture you get out of the ride surface, which is kind of cool. So it's, you know, one of those two cymbals in one kind of things.
I think that pinpoint lathing really adds to the easiness of the sound.
I made a really big deal last time I came up here about 3-point stuff. I play a 3-point flat ride on my kit. There are some 3-point artisan things Mark came up with. I thought these were really cool.
Yeah, the 3-point, most of you already know that Jack DeJeanette uses a 3-point ride, which is a mini bell, and we've taken that technology and actually incorporated it into a regular artisan ride as a prototype. And we've had a few around for a while, and when Steve saw that this morning, he latched straight onto that in about 2 seconds. So it was a sound that he knew would sell, and it was very cool and a little bit different than what we have on the shelf right now.
The variety of hammering on it just gives it a complexity that's off the charts, but it's still tame. It's not too wild and washy. It's got a listenable complexity. It's very zonal. The bell is a little bit subdued, and it's extremely crashable with a long shimmering sustain. And that's what I expect out of most 3-point stuff. The difference between this and the flat ride version that we're going to have a few of coming back too is the flat ride's even more subdued, and it's got more of a crisp texture, whereas this has more of a, you can kind of feel the air column underneath of it. It's a little deeper, it projects a little bit better, and it's got a bell obviously, so it does a little bit more work. It's just a different kind of sound. This one's maybe more traditional, whereas the flat ride's more of a jazz fusion player's selection.
Yep.
For generally used player, this one has a lot to it. It's got a very dark crash and a very bright articulate top, it feels like. It's pretty cool. We've got a good smattering of the HHX stuff we keep selling out of, like the 17 China, 18 Chinas. We grabbed a couple of moon rides. A couple of you fans out there asked why we only got one last time. We grabbed 2 this time. They're just not that easy to make. Mark was telling me that it's kind of an accident when this aesthetic pattern happens on this raw ride template.
Yeah. The brick pattern on the oven actually comes through on some of the cymbals, but it's hard to do that consistently, so these are kind of unique in that aspect. These are actually based, I don't know if you've heard the story, but these are based on a cymbal that Will Calhoun played. It's called the Desert Bell, because it has no cup. It's very dry and very, very controlled, and that's something that he can play forever, but we've never really introduced it.
Yeah.
I remember when he came here years ago, and he described the sound that he wanted in a cymbal. He said, I want a cymbal that sounds like a camel walking through the desert, that real sandy, real high controlled sound.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we have here.
Ride. There's a super high texture behind the attack. The attack itself is kind of dark and extremely dry. That's pretty neat. We have another variety of things. Artisan splashes. 10-inch Evolution hats are coming back for those of you who like Terry Bozzio or Benny Greb and the way they have the 10-inch side hi-hats just over their snare. But you're a Sabian diehard like me, you've got to have the Evolution hats. It's really the only solution. The combat hats we brought back this time in a 13-inch variety, since a lot of you who are looking for them already got them in a 14-inch size. We can still special order the 14s, but I thought this time we'd try something a little different.
13 accelerated bottom very aggressively, combined with a cast, brilliant sound. So you get that real industrial kind of sound.
And I love it.
Military sound.
We all wish we could do his hi-hat trick where he hits a pair of hi-hats while they're kind of hovering in the air without dropping them both on the ground, but no one else in the world can do it. We've also got some cool stuff. Let's not pull them out, but we have the hybrid artisan hi-hat thing coming with the sandblasted edge, and those a few more of those are going to be made. That'll probably be the real cherry out of this entire crop of things we're bringing back. I don't know if we'll possibly bring back enough. I expect those will be gone really quickly. and they sound cool. It's like an artisan that is a little more subdued, a little less wild. You drop out some complexity and gain consistency, and it's a pretty cool pair of hi-hats. You'll want to see the YouTube video I'm going to shoot as soon as I get back. And again, super limited selection, but Mark's been kind enough that they're going to make at least 3 or 4 pairs for us.
Good idea too, by the way. That's
Right on.
You gave us a list, a wish list, if you will, and we put together a few things. You know, some are very ingenious. So,
for those of you watching, keep helping me come up with the ideas. A lot of them just come from a customer saying, "Hey, I have a great Sabian set. Here's what I'm missing." So if you forward those to me, I'd love to come visit Mark more often. I just need more feedback from you. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel, and we're going to go pick some more cymbals out.